Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to use a ball for a variety of exercises. So if you don't have a Fitball, generally you can do most of these on the floor. So I'll give you examples that you can do if you do not have a Fitball at home. So grab a Fitball, grab a set of dumbbells, a little bit heavier, and a tube that we're going to do some triceps. Other than that, if you have a little step, it can be like an aerobic step, or it can just be the bottom stair of a staircase, or just a little step stool like that. And that is all we're going to need for today. So we're going to start with a chest press doing a bridge on a ball. Again, if you don't have a ball, you can do a bridge on the floor. Just lie down with your feet flat on the floor, your knees bent, and your back flat on the floor. Then you can raise up into a bridge and do this chest press with us. So we're going to walk on out here so that your head and shoulders are resting comfortably on the ball. And then we are going to do a chest press, but alternating. So one arm at a time. This requires some core stabilization. You want to maintain a level surface from your knees to your shoulders, actually through the top of your head, and try not to rock side to side doing this alternating chest press. So you can do it out to the side like I am doing currently, or you can bring it in and press up with your elbows in. Sometimes that feels a little better on your shoulders or your elbows, depending on if you have any injuries to those areas. Keep breathing. One more on each side. I may have done more than 10, but that's okay. All right. Well, we'll slowly walk back up, and you can set the weights down off to the side. And that is all we're going to do with those weights today. So next we are going to do a leg exercise. So I'm going to use this step that I talked about. And we're going to do what I call quad burners, for lack of a better term. It's sort of a running man, quad burners. Get that ball out of my way. Okay, so we're going to just set one foot up on the step. This is something that we've done in the past, but it's been a little while. The angle of this front knee will not change. You want to keep it bent. We're going to tip at the hips and kind of tip over that knee, so not at the back, just at the hips, tipping at the hips. You're going to step back here. Your weight is over that front foot, and that front foot is going to stay right there. And then you're going to drive one knee forward. Drive it forward and then all the way back. 3, 4, and then you can switch your hands like this, or you can have them both out front, bring them down like this. It doesn't really matter. 2 more, 9, 10. Good. This one should feel a good burn right there. So you're holding that angle the entire time. Now we're going to switch legs. So also do it next to something sturdy, like a bar, or I have a big bar in my gym, or a kitchen counter, or a stable surface like this, so that you can have something to hang on to if you do lose your balance. Because this, with your legs, with your feet so spread apart here, it can be a balance challenge as well. All right, stick that one foot back. You're tipped at the hips. Your weight is over that front foot. 2. Drive that knee forward. This angle is staying the same. This quad should be feeling it. Weight is through your heel here. And 10. All right, good. Feel burn in those quads. That feels, you can tell you're doing something. All right. Next, we're going to do a triceps extension with a tube or a band, and I've got mine set up over here. So wrap it around, put it through a high surface, and then if you don't have the handles, you can just hang onto your band. Let's do a little bit of a tandem stance with this. We'll add a balance challenge. So with the triceps extension, you're only bending and straightening your elbow. So you're going to start from a bent position and straighten it, and that is your triceps at work there. So put your elbows right in close to your sides, keep your shoulders down, and press down. So you're gonna pull those handles straight down beside your hips. Straightening out those arms all the way. 6, try to go slowly both directions. 8, 9, and 10. Good, all right. Those are pretty small little muscles. Make sure you just keep those elbows are the only joint working there. So if you start using your shoulder to pull that, then you're working some lats and working some shoulder extensors, and we really just want to isolate those triceps there. Okay, next we're going to do some side reaches. Now this one seems like a simple thing to do, but it's really important to be able to rotate through your torso and getting this lateral shift, lateral movement. This is something that would be good to do, you know, if you're watching TV and you get up and you need to move a little bit during a commercial, or you know, you've been on an airplane a long time, or you've just been sitting on a Zoom call for too long. Spread your feet apart nice and wide. We're gonna shift our weight side to side like this, and then reach. So I wanna have really big reaches, side to side. This is really mostly about movement and getting some blood flowing. But also, this may prove challenging, just switching side to side here. If you do happen to lose your balance, make sure maybe do this with your back to the wall. Nice and easy. Take some nice deep breaths. Reach as far as you can. Now notice that I'm sitting back in my hips a little bit here. I don't want to be reaching like this. So pull those shoulders back, sit down into those hips a little bit, and then really reach side to side. Open up. This should feel restoring, and this should feel really good to just get some blood moving and wake you up a little bit. All right, good. Okay, now we're going to use that ball again. So I might need to move my camera here. Let's see. We're going to do a back extension using the ball. If you don't have, this one's difficult to perform without the ball, but you can do this on the floor simply by lying down with maybe a towel on your forehead and then lifting up just your arms up off the ground, and that will give you some back extensor motion there. So I'm going to lower down on the ball here. So walk on out like this. So that your hips are kind of the main center here, I just want you to come down over the ball like this. So I've rounded my back just a little, so I'm coming down over the ball. And then I'm going to come up just to neutral. So I'm coming up, I'm extending, holding. If you need to, you can put your feet against a wall here so you don't feel like you're sliding. Breathing is really important here, especially with your tummy pressed into a ball. Again, you can do this on the floor if you don't have a ball, just by simply lying like this and then lifting your arms up off the floor. You can extend your arms a little further if that feels good, but start with your arms in close. Don't lift your whole chest up off the floor, just your arms. Now notice I'm still just coming to neutral here. I don't want to be going into a full back extension. I want to be safe and set my body up for strengthening without pain. So if you are having any pain with this, you can go even smaller range of motion, even just to here. So I'm not even going into full neutral. I'm just coming up a little bit off that ball. If this feels like you're not really doing much, then you can put your hands out here. That will make your lever a little bit different. You can also put your hands up a little higher, but that puts more pressure through your back. I don't want to end up with back pain. as a result. So keeping your arms in nice and close will be a great way to start working those back extensors in a safe range of motion. Okay, now we're just going to flip over and do some abs on the ball. So we've worked your back, now we're going to work your front. So in order to do this, you can put your feet up against the wall. We're going to kind of sit up on the front of the ball, digging your heels in. Start with your hands either here or here. You can lean back and come back up. So when you lean back, don't crunch your back like this. And also don't dive back with your shoulders like that. You want to keep a nice flat surface, like if you had a board on your back here. We're just hinging at the hips. 3. And then also come back, but don't quite come all the way up. 5, 6, because when you come all the way up, those abs get a chance to relax, and we want to keep them engaged. 7, keep breathing. 9 and 10. All right, so the easiest, like low level here is putting your hands on your thighs. If you don't have a ball, you can do this one seated on the edge of a chair. Same exercise, it's just a little bit less stability. Okay, that's it for today. So go ahead and repeat through these 1 to 2 more times. Some of these are ones you can just do, like that side reaching one, you can do anytime and just wake up your muscles, kind of wake up some joints, get some blood flowing if you need to in between phone calls or, you know, whatever you happen to be doing with your day. So repeat through these 1 or 2 more times, add a little bit of cardio, and then make sure you cool down and stretch at the end. Thank you, everybody, and as always, please let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Thank you.